snowball off in time. Arme looking on top of Jarrett, but Thompson turns. They get the Hex out onto him. He'll get himself back into the ball fleet. The BKB's out in time as Arme cuts down Noto with a wave 4, finds the kill. Anna looking to get on top of Arme. The BKB's about to wear off. The Mega Creep speeding down upon the edge of the LG. Seb in again. The call on top of Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. Chalice, BKB pop. He's trying to commit, trying to deal with Anna being silenced by the blood right. But the ancient is falling. The Hex is out. They're going to be able to find themselves. Chalice 3 dead on LGD. OG hitting the ancient. Hitting the ancient. Weird guy. Weird. John, FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Arme comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
I mean, yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm as confused here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax is going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis rune. As Arme will show himself, Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing without rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, we'll find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in, though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
There's no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He's just toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker, too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience, keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Anna is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Anna, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Anna's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane, though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Anna, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is level up the
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeps. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, since Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those Blink Calls as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I've Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel, though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the shrine, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the matchup back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. And xNova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, xNova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. This is ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen. As the mid-racks are exposed, PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of Rack. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close the Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail. FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I get the head for this team fight. The LGD are goal, but no blood take up to 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T30s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be up. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right?
Yep.
It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X Blade Mail call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the smoke, it's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled.
He's in the trees, they're on the high ground, they've got the vision with the Shiva's covered, Ana's on his way over, they've got the snowball down, there's the Catapult, Seb jumps in, he's able to fight the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out, the Sunstrike's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb posts the BKB, he'll try and stand his ground.
by these Force Spirits on the bottom route. They have no creeps in the mid lane.
Sienna still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. And they breached through it. It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting isn't enough to hold OG in the game.
You see No Tail's already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will. As they get upon him, they find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Thompson, Ana, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split, of course, up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Ana up in the skies. As this Rax on the top lane will fall, the melee Rax gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top Rax, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to deward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
Check. Ana is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Head's going to get the set. Oh, he's in. The call, the MP, the counter, but F5 is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. Get it up. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Pause the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. Got the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball. The snowball over to Thompson. The self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No Tail. No Tail puts the hand of God, but No Tail beaten down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Ana. He's been left behind in Thompson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Ana alive. Ana with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Ana trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Ana again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo. Meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Boss the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Ana as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus? And X-Nova is so low. As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Ana back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the charge, and they find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Ana, but Ana also toying with them with that doppel. He set the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb.
Yeah.
He's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus. He's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call, though, and now Seb. He'll be ruptured. They're looking at him, but Ana, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Ana again with the doppelganger. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Ana will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion, though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. As Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, he's got hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
No, back. Real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25 is now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's the reflection shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG Q-Rex now.
Yeah. The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
Really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. I mean, they were crushing with their BKBs.
Being spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of it. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes out, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns up. The blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just with the Shadow Blade. It just, yeah, as soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so we can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing a huge issue in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in these team fights.
It's too constant. Like that doppel cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call. There's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that he can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
And then they're utilizing the PL very well too by replicating him, sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play. OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He was a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace here with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the Primal Split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No tail. Being chased by Ame. The bash is coming through, but the Blade Mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash of the Cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY bites back straight away. Anna looking towards Somnus again. The doppelganger. Ame on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jax. Jax with the tether. Ame turns into Tendril. There's the call. Seb, he catches Ame. Ame dead for 2 minutes. The Hex. They've got Somnus as well. Oh, gee. Double kill for Seb. The clutch buybacks coming into play. Nobody has a buyback available right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This doppel talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the Dispel, but it's so hard to find the real PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Anna frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Bride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Anna He's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with a big with the call. Seb, he's got the disable on the Chalice. Do they have the damage? They got on top of the Chalice. He's into the snowball. FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable. He's gets hexed. He gets bloodthorn. Chalice buys back. Straight back into the game. Anna trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward. The Tornado going to be off the market. Only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow-up. Jumps in, gets the call. The BKB was out in time. The Bananas on top of it. Did they have the damage? Seb's got the blade on FY. With the snowball again. Thompson, Jarax focusing the rags. Thompson gets the hex up onto X-Nova. Seb healed up by Jarax. Anna still full health at the moment as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG get the bottom melee racks. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid racks falling. They've taken a full second set, 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going. They want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of racks that LGD have left standing. Azana, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the double gagger. He's been ruptured. He needs help, but he needs it now. Jared in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Jared gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both racks. Jerax will die for this one, almost certainly, as he looks to tether across, but the nullifies upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD, as they only have a lone range rack standing on the top lane.
I can't believe it's coming. This is only 3 racks left in this game. And one of them is a range racks on the side of LGD. Buyback status. I saw X that was buyback. It was only like 600 or 700, which is crazy. But Jerax also kind of in that same net worth territory, looking at a very cheap buyback. But 2 in the game left. IO and the PL. The PL is almost unkillable at this point. Like, even without the Wisp, it's still really difficult. With the Wisp, just don't even try.
We'll see this again. It's a save here from Jerax.
The control is just not there, and they don't have the way to kill all these illusions constantly. And of course, look at Jerax coming in, starts that relocate channel, and is able to get it off. No one gets the control on him.
Keeping it cool at the time that it means the most, but he's still able to crack a smile here in Game 4 of the TIA Grand Finals. OG making a stand, now leading 9K advantage in net worth. LD able to join us.
I don't believe they actually have any 4 stabs on the side of LG. That's generally how you deal with a scythe of ice, and I think they can get a scythe of ice on the core, get a blink call, and that hero is likely dead without buyback at this point. So OG, I would say, definitely favored at this point of the game, especially with PL having buyback. LGD, they have a couple minutes to think about what they want to do before this second rotation.
Yeah, they can't be totally reliant on FY just getting these perfect snowball saves, or even like I saw in the last fight too when it was down bottom. He even tried like walrus kicking the IO away from when he was tethered from somebody else. They need to find some other ways to be able to save, in particular that Brewmaster, who just time and time again is the most important hero, it does seem, for LGD.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what they do with the BKB call. The snowball is the only thing, but they have Bloodthorns, they have Scythe of Ice for the Tusk, they have a lot of things available. Maybe Aeon's Disc perhaps for Brewmaster. I'm not exactly sure what the best way for him to deal with it is. Looks like he is going for an Octarine perhaps for almost permanent.
The sentry's down there. They see Thompson, but Thompson, he's already quick with the play. The Tornado into EMP, Cold Snap as well, they've got the Hex, but there won't be any further jumping. They just poke at Arme.
They're trying to make space.
They got the Mega Creeps.
That's the distraction play right there.
Up against the Mega Creeps. PSG LGD, it's what stands between them and the championship title here in Game 4.
And they got it right before that wave, before that 59-minute mark too, so we already have the Mega Creep wave coming in, that momentum pushing onto LGD's side.
And you look at their lineup, can PSG LGD's heroes deal with the Mega Creeps? it's hard. They don't really have that sort of incredible D-push or AoE sort of hard hitters to deal with it.
That's kind of what they've been lacking in a lot of this game, right? That's what we've been talking about with the illusions with the PL. They've got ways to find them or ways to kill them if they find the exact one, but as for doing that, it's very tough when they don't have just the Dispel from Chalice.
And he does too much damage to ignore at this point with the Bloodthorn. And on top of that, Roshan is going to respawn in about 1 minute's time. LGD, I think their buybacks are going to cool down around that time, but I just don't think they can withstand this onslaught. They really want to be able to prevent this Roshan. It's super obvious when there's Mega Creeps. With Mega Creeps, that's the luxury that you have. You can just wait a couple of seconds. You know, the creeps will be hitting at your T4s if you wait.
As Ana commits forward. Has no boots, but a full Eye of Scotty. 3,800 health now on this PL, who hasn't been dying for a very long time. Now he's got easier ways, easier kill opportunity, and much more survivability.
Yeah, he probably has like maybe 7,000, 8,000 HP effective with the Butterfly evasion and the heal, the overcharge, and the Hand of God is just way too much. And the lifesteal from Shen too, another ability.
OG. Clearing out the pit. Very, very soon to be spawning. Roshan and PSG LGD are well aware.
Roshan's up. It looks like only OG knows.
Arme and Ana. Indeed, some illusion action. Arme's gonna get caught out by the tornado though. They've opened up onto him. Arme trying to get on top of Ana. The BKB pop by Chalice. He'll get the ult out. No Tail getting got out straight away by F5 with the snowball. No Tail's dead for 100. They'll get the Chen. Ana in the midst of it trying to lock down onto FY. The rest of his team about to come over to get the tornado. Out onto X7 Seb. Looking for the cool control onto Arme. Has he got it? Arme getting stood up by the call trap, but he's able to wait for him up the high ground. Thompson blinks in. He gets the hex up, but F5 with the snowball save. They get the bash out. Soldiers will be able to find the IO, but they're fully low OGD. That Soldiers dead for 2 minutes. They get Thompson. Thompson dead for 2 minutes. Only Ana. Ana, can he do it here? Is it half out save? Lifetime as 3 dead now on LGD. No buyback. Seb will fall. Ana kept alive at the back of that fight, as that very much looked like PSG LGD were able to tip OG over the edge, but that plus 100 Berserker score, you could see Seb as well being very careful with how he used it, keeping it to that opportune moment after any potential sort of Manta dodges have been done by Thomas Arme, and he gets the call.
9 doppelgangers used just in that area around the Ancients from the PL. Just the constant barrage of illusions giving that distraction to allow Seb to get that call off.
And that's another Roshan for OG.
These fights have to be so hectic for the players. There's like 30 PLs.
There's just both sides. I mean, even the Enchantress is like taking a PL, and then the Morphling turns into PL.
I'm just impressed we haven't had any frame drops. You know?
That's true.
Azana. Down the middle lane.
Just walking down with a DD.
The tier 4s. Ana says he's done with this. He wants to end this game. The buyback will come out from FY. Ana. It's going to be snowballed. Ana. He's in. He's not got any backup on the way. FY will be able to get out with the Invis, but this doppelganger just over and over again, meaning that Ana could just stand in. Now he's got the backup of Jerax as he gets Hex. Oh, he didn't expect it. He didn't expect the Hex, but he's still fine. Jerax had the Odis, but X-Nova into the snowball. They'll turn towards Jerax. The Hanagon coming out. Jerax has been nullified. They hit doppelganger once again. X-Nova. He will survive for now. But buybacks were forced out by that aggressive play from Ana. At the same time, Seb did buyback himself on the Axe. But LGD are back up as a full 5-man.
Jesus, this is insane.
I mean, Ana was super safe there. I'm not exactly sure why Seb bought back, but I mean, he has Heart, he has Wiz behind him, he has Aegis, he has everything. His buyback.
And as you can see there, that is the big difference. There are 4 buybacks available on OG. Only 1 available for LGD.
Oh, this momentum pushing in. And an Arcane Rune up top. If they give that to Ana, oh my god. Even more illusions, even more doppels.
Oh.
Let's go.
That is
2.1 second cooldown.
2.1 second cooldown.
Oh man.
Okay. Azana.
This is it.
He's ready to put it to use. Straight into the base he goes, doubling forward, he gets the jump onto X-Nova, the Ghost set to keep an X-Nova fine for now. Anna looking to turn his commitment towards Arme, Thompson comes in with a deafening blast from the side, the EMP finishes X-Nova off, he's dead for 110, Seb, pots the BKB, looks for the cool control onto FY, but FY does get the snowball off in time. Arme looking on top of Jarrett, but Thompson turns, they get the Hex out onto him, he'll get himself back into the ball, the BKB's out in time as Arme cuts down Roto with a waveform, finds the kill. Anna looking to get on top of Arme, the BKB's about to wear off, the Mega Creep speeding down upon the engine of LG. Seb in again. The call on top of Arme. Arme dead for 2 minutes. Chalice, BKB pop. He's trying to commit, trying to deal with Anna. Anna being silenced by the blood right, but the ancient is falling. The Hex is out. They're going to be able to find themselves. Chalice 3 dead on LGD. OG hitting the ancient. Hitting the ancient. Weird guy. Weird. John, FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Arme comes in for the kill secure.
And I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off. And he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm as confused here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis rune. As Arme will show himself, Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing without rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, will find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Anna is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Anna, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Anna's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Anna, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is leveling up the L.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Creeps. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the Aghanim, so. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those blink calls as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in, gets the call, the character's going to get FY, there with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel though. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. Xnova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tails coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in the series that Xnova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Senton creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, he sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The blood bright silence connects. He's got the man to back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
Just having all this vision. I mean, Xnova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. They're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, Xnova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wards that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. He's ready to push in, look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buyback's now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks the back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PLR is on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top rack. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already gone, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close to Brew is at 25. I mean,
So close.
With that final split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball, he turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail, FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for this team fight. The LGD are for the goal, but no blood taken for 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. Grabs, they give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They fought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T3s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7, same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented to themselves.
Ana's gone full in for that butterfly too. As they pick up also an Aeon discount Jeremy, so protected in O. DD did spawn, however, was killed.
It's also pretty scary for Maybe right now. He only has a 5-second BKB, and he does a lot of damage and will get wrecked by the X-Blade Mail Call if he finds it, especially with his BKB now. There's not that many ways to stop him.
It's just all about FY and Chalice, right? Just either saving or just getting into the midst of the fights and not allowing OG to get the picks.
And the spark. It's going to be dispelled.
Let's get dispelled.
He's in the trees. They're on the high ground. They've got the vision with the Shivas covered. Anna's on his way over. They've got the snowball down. There's the counterplay. Seb jumps in. He's able to find the call onto Chalice, but Chalice already got the BKB out. The Sunstride's going to be down onto FY, but FY will survive. Seb posts the BKB. He'll try and stand his ground, but Seb, he's going to go down. No buyback on the axe. And Jerax as well, surrounded by PSG LGD. The Eon Disc will proc, but they'll fight through it.
He has to buy back immediately.
Look at these creep track by these Force Spirits. On the bottom room, they have no creeps in the mid lane.
See Anna. Still holding on to that buyback on Jerax. But as Ben said, the creeps aren't here.
It's backdoor. Can they breach through it? It's not looking like it right now. Maybe everyone hitting the same one.
That creep cutting, is it enough to hold OG in the game?
You see No Tails already running to just, he doesn't care. He's going to throw his life for this. He needs to just keep these creeps out of the base to keep that back door up. He doesn't care if he dies.
Which he certainly will as they get upon him. They find his life. 1 minute now without No Tail and without Seb. Topson, Anna, and Jerax. The only 3 heroes that can offer their defense during this final minute, this final stand.
Jerax is really trying to hold on to his buyback.
As Chalice split of course up once again. They're finishing off this second set of racks. He's got the Cyclone holding Anna up in the skies. As this racks on the top lane will fall, the melee rack's gone. PSG LGD playing this carefully. As they'll go down towards the bottom as well. Arme, doppelgangers, he's losing a fair bit of mana into the PL. Still able to shift back into that Morphling if needs be. As OG, they will lose that top racks, but they won't lose the game. PSG LGD are playing it safe. They know how close they are to victory, and they will not throw it away.
And they know that the Roche is probably respawning pretty soon, and it actually is up, so that is that refresher shard. They already have pretty much infinite primal splits up anyway, but they feel very confident here.
They weren't able to de-ward that ward in the mid lane, so it looks like they are going for a Roche fake out.
So Anna is on top of X-Nova. The Ghost Step's going to get a set. He's in. The call, the MP, the cannon, but FY is in. He's able to get the save off in time to keep this man alive. But he's got it up. Chalice is down. Buyback from X-Nova and Chalice. FY with the Invis. Somnus looking to get involved. Post the BKB to get over the ice roll. They get on top of Seb. Seb's in trouble. Seb's gone. The axe down once again for 90 seconds. As now FY giving them the vision, but they see him. With the doppelganger to jump away from the snowball over to Topson, the self-fuels. FY trying to buy time for the rest of LGD to come in. Again, up into the air. Arme straight on top of No Tail. FY will fall. Arme looking towards No Tail. No Tail puts the hand of God, but No Tail beat it down by Arme and Somnus. Chalice gets the primal split off as Anna. He's been left behind in Topson. He's got to do something incredible in terms of the combo. Can he find the angle? Jerax coming in, keeping Anna alive. Anna with the doppelganger. The deafening blast comes out onto the 2 of them. Anna trying to go in, looking for the kill. Can he find it in time onto X-Nova? He's on top of him, trying to beat him down. Anna again with the doppelganger, now retreating back towards the base. As X-Nova will survive. Jerax back in, the combo, meatball down onto Chalice, but Chalice is so tanky. Boss the Shiva's gone. He's on top of Jerax. Jerax is gone. Anna as well. Can he really fight back against the Somnus, and X-Nova is so low? As the buyback for Jerax comes in, he's healing Anna back up. That buyback could set them up for the kill on X-Nova. The cold snap down onto the Attraction. They find him. Arme, he's out of mana. He's starting to shift into the strength, but he's surrounded. OG, can they find the ball? They can! OG are still in the game. Arme buys back immediately. But now it's PSG LGD's turn to be without 2 of their supports. Seb's going to be back up in 8 seconds.
Oh my god, that buyback from Jerax onto that shrine, being able to save Anna, but Anna also toying with him with that doppel. He sent the illusion. They thought that was the real one. They actually couldn't finish him off, even though they got the thirst vision of him for a second.
With the level 25 talent on the doppelganger, it's really hard to kill him.
Seb,
yeah,
he's looking straight for the play. Can he find Somnus? He's hunting. Somnus, he's there, Seb. He'll see him. Oh! Doesn't get the call though, and now Seb. He'll be rubbed captured. They're looking at him, but Anna, he's straight in on top of Somnus. Somnus puts the BKB. Anna again with the double gang. They see Cataclysm coming out. And Somnus still alive. Anna will be able to force him away. They've got the hex. They've got the control. They're on top of him. Can they kill him in time? They can. Chalice got for 2 minutes. And Seb, he's finding, looking for Arme. Big Daddy No-Tail gets the penitence out. Only onto the illusion though. Arme able to waveform up to the high ground. Arme should be fine here.
Thompson's got the ghost, he's got Hex
maybe
up soon too.
Oh, the doppelganger Arme's over the trees. Can he hide his way out of this?
No, back, real one.
Goes for the waveform. Seb tries for the call, but he's already out of there. Nice play from Arme.
And he buys so much time too for his team there. The Brewmaster was dead for 120 seconds, now only 90.
Still a big window for OG. They're only without Jerax for the same amount of time. And that lead that PSG LGD had, it is going down a little bit. Only 4K, 5K at the moment with these last few fights. Obviously the 25 is now coming out on OG. Thompson's into the pit.
What a timely DD coming out for him too. I don't think they expected to be taken out as fast. He's almost able to solo it with the help of these summons. And that's a refreshing shot. There's no way to get this. There's no way LGD can.
Oh, and the Seb level 25 too. That extra Berserker's Call AoE. It catches people out. They don't expect it.
It does not feel like OG T-Rex now.
Yeah. The Berserker's Call now is, I mean, the AoE is
massive.
really massive now when you have that talent.
It's so hard to play against. Can PSG LGD do it? They've got the Basher now for Somnus. For just a 2K lead with those last big comeback plays from OG. Still 30 seconds without Chalice.
Double Hex coming out now. Thompson and these 5-second BKBs. Yeah, I mean, they were crushing with their BKBs.
Being spotted out.
Got the vision. They're on top of him. Thompson, he's in trouble. The Nullify comes up, but he got the Ghost Walk off as well as the Hex in time. Now, Somnus turns out, the blood runs down. Thompson! He's dead for 100. Has got the buyback available. PSG LGD will certainly look to force it out of them.
FY just with a Shadow Blade. As soon as they split up, he finds the perfect opportunity there on Thompson.
You got to be careful going out on the map when FY's alive. There's every chance in the world that he's going to be watching you from the trees.
And at this point, I think for Ame, it's actually going to be very worth it for him to actually just try and burn all the mana from the Phantom Lancer, so he can't doppelganger all the time. That's causing huge issues in the team fights. And I see that Chalice is using his Dispel Magic every single cooldown on these Phantom Lancer illusions, but there's still way too many that are causing havoc in these team fights.
It's too constant. Like that doppel cooldown being 3 seconds just allows him to always be able to play around a little bit around the brew. They don't really have this crazy AoE when you look at LGD's lineup to just clear out those illusions. It's really a lot based off them just trickling them down slowly with like the Shivas and the Radiants and knowing exactly which one it is.
Yep, he doesn't have the crit talent, but now he does have crit from that Bloodthorn coming out.
It's a lot of damage that Anna can offer to the fights now.
And Brewmaster without BKB, very vulnerable. Cold Snap, Bloodthorn, Berserker's Call. There's a lot of ways that they can prevent him from getting that ult.
He just commits it from the back, just to be careful.
Make sure that he can get it off and get some damage in onto the tier 3s. Anna's going to start to try and fight against these Primal Split Brewlings. He'll be able to find one of them. He has been silenced. He'll take down the Wind Panda 2 as well by the looks of it. There's only the Earth Panda prevails. Seb jumps and he gets the call onto the Panda, popping the BKB as well, so they won't kill the Brewlings off. They do force PSG LGD away long enough that Thompson does not have to expend his buyback. Thompson back in the game.
And then they're utilizing the PL very well too by replicating him and sending illusions to get some extra damage on the tower. It's just one Rax left that's holding LGD away from Mega Creeps.
And they're straight out. They're ready with the aggressive play, OG. Thompson, can he find a catch? He's close to having vision onto X-Nova.
Should be able to find X-Nova. He is stalking him. He got sights of him for a second. He was a bit far away though.
Oh, the tornado. It's got him. Thompson drops the combo down upon him. The stun comes out though. Oh, the counterplay. Jerax is there though with the heal, the tether. Keeping Thompson alive with the Abyssal Blade down. Candace here with the hand of God comes through. Thompson still alive, but Chalice gets the primal split out. He's been stunned. Thompson, the cheese, he's fine. Thompson, he goes down. They get the kill onto the Evoker. No-tail. Being chased by Arme. The bash is coming through, but the blade mail was already out from Seb. He tries to get the call off. The bash of the Cataclysm isn't enough to find the kills. Anna leading forward. The Bloodthorn onto FY. Gets the kill onto FY. FY bites back straight away. Anna looking towards Somnus again. The doppelganger. Arme on top of Thompson. Thompson being saved by Jerax. Jerax with the tether. Arme turns into General. There's the call. Seb, he catches Arme. Arme down. right now. As OG stand with 5 alive on the map, 100 seconds without the Morphling.
This doppel talent is just destroying LGD. They have no way to actually find Ana. Like Ben said, the Brewmaster's constantly using the dispel, but it's so hard to find the real PL amongst all these illusions in all this chaos of the fights with tornadoes and chaos meters and everything falling all over the place.
And look at this. The tier 3 tower falling. Ana frontlining it all. What's he scared of? The Blood Bride will come out. Chalice with the Shiva's Guard trying to initiate. But Ana, he's poking, prodding, beating down, and on the side, Thompson jumps in. Chalice gets in with the BKB with the call. Seb, he's got the disability Chalice to them. The damage they got on top of the Chalice. He's into the snowball. FY buying time for him, but now he's vulnerable. He's their tags. He gets Bloodthorn. Chalice buys back. Straight back into the game. Ana trying to find his attention onto X-Nova. Chalice leading forward. The Tornado going to be off the market. Only catches out the Bloodseeker, but Seb, he's looking for the follow. Jumps in, gets the call. The BKB was out in time, but Ana's on top of it. Now it's Seb's got the blade, but FY with the snowball again. Thompson, Jarax focusing the rags. Thompson gets the hex up onto X-Nova. Seb healed up by Jarax. Ana still full health at the moment as the Brewlings are pushed back to the base. OG get the bottom melee racks. As still 30 seconds to play without the Morphling in the game. They move towards the mid lane. OG, can they really get it all here? The mid rack's falling. They've taken a full second set. 15 painful seconds for LGD.
They're gonna keep going. They want to claim their megas.
Another tier 3 falls. OG onto the final set of racks that LGD have left standing. As Ana, he gets kicked back. He's separated from the team, but he has the double gagger. He's been ruptured. He needs help, but he needs it now. Jarek in with the tap of the hand of God. Give it that double heal. The relocate as well. Jarek gets him out. As OG will successfully disengage before that Morphling's back in, as they found both racks. Jerax will die for this one, almost certainly, as he looks to tether across, but the nullifies upon him. He has buyback though, and OG just took so much away from PSG LGD, as they only have a lone range rack standing on the top lane.
I can't believe it's coming. This is only 3 racks left in this game, and one of them is a range racks on the side of LGD. Buyback status. I saw X that was buyback. It was only like 600 or 700, which is crazy. But Jerax also kind of in that same net worth territory, looking at a very cheap buyback. But 2 in the game left. IO and the PL. PL is almost unkillable at this point. Like, even without the Wisp, it's still really difficult. With the Wisp, just don't even try.
We'll see this again. It's a save here from Jerax.
The control is just not there.
OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. Dire team back. OG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team OG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Enchantress.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. OG's Mirana. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban.
Earth Spirit. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. OG's turn to pick.
Vengeful spirits.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. OG.
Grimstroke. Lycan.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick.
Admiral Concar.
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Huskar.
You may now select your heroes. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Thank you, Sheev. Yeah, I mean, well, Fogged. It's a Huskar coming out as the last pick for NIGMA, but they have let through that Lycan and into the hands of OG. Now, how do you sort of rate this from NIGMA? Because as the panel said, surely NIGMA knew this was going to happen when they leave this hero in the pool. Do they have a pretty good, solid response to the Lycan lineup?
Oh, I'm actually like listening to Cinder, and I was just like, he's literally pulling the words out of my mouth. Actually, I was just thinking like, I loved the entire draft from OG. I think it was actually super dominant, even with that Kunkka pick. I think this Huskar is pretty much the only X factor that bringed it out for me for NIGMA, because I feel like this Luna can just get run down way too often right now. When you see the rest of the draft, this Lycan, Grimstroke, who's Air Spirit, they have so many ways to pierce in the back lines. Kunkka drops a boat as well. They can easily just, you know, just
well, I'm sure what you said was very smart, Fog, but I couldn't hear it because you muted yourself on the chat. I'm sure the stream loved it, and I'll play along and assume that what you said was incredible. But here we go. We're into the action. I can hear you now.
Alrighty,
OG versus
morning.
NIGMA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm still sipping my coffee. You know, I forgot to unmute. I was saying pretty much how I agreed with Cinder and me and him, like I was having the exact same thought process. I loved the OG draft all the way through it. I think the picks were fantastic. I think this Huskar actually kind of saved the draft from Team NIGMA. I was a little concerned for them because there's so many natural counters for that Luna. I think Huskar changes the whole entire dynamic of how the game is going to be played, because he's going to be this monster that they have to actually address instead of really being like, oh, we have to worry about Luna all the time. Huskar's going to set the tempo probably.
Yeah, and you'd imagine, I mean, this mid lane, right, he's going to have a solid start.
Yeah.
So like a Thompson Earth Spirit, that's not going to cause any issues for Weehara as a Huskar, right? We've seen it already in a lot of matchups where Thompson, obviously very impactful as the game goes on, but when it comes down to the laning, especially on his Earth Spirit, he's going to lose out. And doing it against a Huskar, it's got the potential to be real rough in that mid lane.
Yeah, I'm going to be watching No Tail. I feel like he's going to influence this mid lane, because the thing about Huskar is sometimes you do get a little bit low when you are throwing your spears and you are harassing a lot. And Earth Spirit does have a mechanic that can, you know, take advantage of that. You can boot him under the tower, and then a rotation can come, and you can outnumber him. So that's something I'm probably going to be looking for, at least from No Tail, to do to help out Thompson a bit, because I think they'll need it. And that's a very OG style thing that they used to do in the past, too. Like, just a quick 3-man rotation around that early 3-minute, 4-minute mark to help out their mid laner, to help out Thompson.
We'll see on the side lanes, being bottom lane, Samel. He's going to be on his own for now, we'll see.
Courier, that's how you help your mid laner in one step.
All right. No sale for Weehar. It's just going to have to rely on the 2 shared tangos of the Verifier for that minute. See what Thompson can do with this time as he kicks the boulder out and tries to get the creep wave forward in his favor, and will be able to do so with the big wave coming in and doubling up. So, as you say, you know, No Tail, he's looking out for his man in the mid lane.
It's still going to be rough for Thompson, but you're going to watch Weehad. Like, look at the HP he does get down to all the time. He's always going to be like half HP, something like that. So there's always there's a chance for them to boot him under the tower. He's still going to win the lane pretty handedly, though.
Bottom lane, it's the combo. They've done it so many times.
Bar strike arrow. It's easy kills
Dire's bottom tower.
for NIGMA if they're able to find No Tail spread away from the creep wave.
Yeah, I wonder if Mind Control opts to go for a Caustic or two in this lane too, since he's versus a Lycan and the Wolves, you can just, you can kill them a lot easier. You can clear the creep wave a lot easier to go for the Lycan kills. Don't see it too often, but a possibility. Mid lane. Topson, he's got him under the tower.
You get the kick. That's going to be a couple of hits, and that's ooh, fair fire.
He dropped someone to taunt him.
What else has he got? He's got a boulder in 5 seconds.
He eats the tree and he backs away.
Yeah,
But that's
too
what we're
much.
saying. You got to be careful under that tower. That's what can happen as a Huskar. Now Soxa is also trying to mess with him a bit.
All
And now
right.
Topson, he's got his bottle delivered, level 3.
Yes.
Look at that, his last hits too.
Looking pretty good.
Yeah.
8 for 2 against a 6 for 2. As you say, yeah, We Are has got to be careful on that, and that was Topson doing that on his own. When we do start to see No Tail make a move over there, bringing in a creep, We Are's got to be very, very careful.
Yeah, he's winning the lane now because of that. Look at those last hits. 11-3 for the 8-2. Very solid start for that mid lane. Bottom, I feel like it's still very hard for them to ever actually kill Sumail. They're going to get kills on the Enchantress, but Sumail, I feel like he's just going to free farm down here pretty handedly as a Slykin.
Yeah. No, and I'm excited to see what Sumail is going to do with this hero in this game because, as the panel said, it's been banned out so many times this tournament. And in pubs, it is a bit of a nightmare. I mean, how do you rate this hero at the moment? Is Lycan just conceptually and in this meta, just without a doubt, the strongest carries to be right now?
I think so. I mean, even from like 2-3 months ago or something when Howl was reworked, I just looked at Howl and I was like, this ability is absolutely bonkers. Like 18-second cooldown, you've reduced 40% damage. It's 8 seconds long. You reduce it to 2,000 AOE global. Like, it's insane ability for me. And then just his natural toolkit afterwards and a Dominator is amazing, especially versus like a hero like Luna. You just beeline. Top lane.
Saxa, he's going to be able to get himself into the trees. He's able to turn, get a good nuke out onto the two of them. Mid one has Torrent back up. If he's able to land it, might find something, but Kuro won't be caught by the Torrent. Mid one still gets the kill onto Miracle, though. Miracle hangs around, and a Tidebringer, that suffices. That gets the kill. That's Miracle taken down on this top lane. Mid lane. Ooh, he tried. He tried tops and he went in. They were both incredibly low, but obviously, when they're at the same HP like that, the Huskar is going to win out Weehar with that 2 points in the Berserker's blood. As it's getting to the point, I think, at this stage for Topson in the 1v1, even when the Huskar's low, alone, it's just unlikely they're just going to have the burst to kill Weehar before Weehar's able to turn and do so much damage back to him. Topson, we roll forward for this one. GH, he has got the mana for the arrows. He pops the mango. He's just got to look to try and line it up. Out it comes, makes the connection. And as soon as he's back to lane, he's dead again. 20 seconds out, and even when he's up, the TP's going to still be on cooldown. So now, I mean, he had a great start, Topson, in the way that he was able to even the CS, but we're now starting to see it sort of transpire. As you'd imagine, this Huskar is going to take the lead by quite a mile.
Yeah. Yeah, especially with the rotations like that from GH. He's done this every game that he's played the Mirana. Checks those 4-minute runes. He usually gets aggressive wards down pretty early on, so he can make early rotations. Top.
Saxa tried to play an aggressive with the Ink Swell, but they're able to keep him at bay with the Magic Missile and the Lucid Beam. Mid one, lands the Torrent onto Kuro. Kuro sidesteps the Stroke of Fate, turns back to try and help Miracle take down mid one. Wave of Terror's out. Kuro, he'll be the first to fall, but this time they do get mid one in return. Miracle's going to look to chase down Saxa, and with the damage, one more hit will do it. Is he going to be able to find the vision? Saxa, whoa! Pause.
What's that?
But I think, Miracle, he did get the attack animation started here, so I think Saxa's probably going to go down.
Probably. Kuroki can also still cut him off with the illusion a little bit too to get vision for another attack, perhaps. And he's just, it's Luna. No boots though. 325 versus 335. So.
Yeah, as I say, just before the pause, the attack animation had begun, but I don't know if it was just too late and Saxa is going to be able to get out of range before the hit comes out.
So we're mentioning a lot about, a couple of these matchups and everything. I was saying Huskar, he's the one that can maybe change the whole idea that I had about how dominant OG's draft really was, but at the same time too, I'm seeing how much free farm Sumail is getting. Yeah. This is a concern. This Lycan can just take over the whole game, because he's also you know, versus Huskar, Lycan is pretty damn good. Sure, he has the AoE disarm, which can be a bit annoying, but you can play around that really easily, and you're just straight physical damage.
Yeah, and when these sort of pushes do come in, and Sumail's got the full army going with the helm and the Necro book, I mean, how do you sort of rate NIGMA's ability to de-push lane? Like, what's the wave killer like?
There is not much. No, it's just about taking a head-on fight. Maybe depending on Miracle's time, or sorry, Mind Control's timing. If you can get a decent timing for a Blink Dagger, then it changes a lot of how they can set up and take fights around towers. But besides that, they don't have the greatest way of just a wave clear or taking a head-on fight.
Yeah, if they're going to go in to get rid of the creeps, they've got to do a fight with it.
Yeah.
They can't sort of sit back. They don't have any easy nukes to throw out and clear the waves without committing themselves.
Yep. How's your morning this day on, by the way?
Yeah, pretty good. You know, a little early start for me, which I like here in your time. I know for you it was rather early.
Yeah, 6, 7 a.m. It's okay.
See, that's not too bad. 7 a.m. start.
Yeah, on a Saturday, you know. My Friday, I had a great, lovely Friday night, and I went out. It was good. It was good. I've been waking up pretty early anyway. The sun is blasting over here in New York, so.
Oh yeah, I bet. Well, I guess in New York you still have its ups and downs, right? You get rainy days, don't you? It's not all sunshine in New York, is it?
No. For the most part, lately we've had just radiant sunshine for the last few days. Been pretty nice. And this is an early start too, right? For you know, I know yesterday we were talking about how it was like 4 p.m. for me or 4:30 p.m., which meant for mid one it was super late. This is an early day for mid one.
Yeah, I guess this works to his favor. Yeah, you're right. Mid one's going to be happy with this start time. He's not going to have to stay up to the super late hours. You know,
maybe
going by if they do win this series, OG. It's good because he's got a long day ahead for both of these teams. Grand finals obviously being the best of 5.
Yep. How do we have for these bounties? Since we have 1 for 2 on 1 for 1 right now, and then I only see 1 spawn. Did 1 get killed? Did I miss?
There might be some micro taken down.
Yeah, I think one of them maybe got attacked or something like that. The one up top is still available. All right.
Who are we waiting for?
Weeha, yeah.
What you doing?
Playing Oscar. He's having a good time.
He is, 2 level difference.
Yeah, look at that.
I mean, at what point is Topson just going to leave this lane and just start to make plays elsewhere? Because I feel like even if they bring him back up, for them to try and go on to Weeha, it just seems like a recipe for disaster. Like, they can't try and gank the Huskar now, can they? Surely it's too late to make a movement mid with just a rotation. It's going to have to require like a full push from OG to actually run at this Huskar.
Yeah, or they might have to just bring 3 heroes or something. The attack does get finished off up top, and Miracle nets himself that kill. And now, look at Kurok. Is he going to try to kill? Oh, I think he was trying to kill the bounty rune. His illusion didn't last long enough, though.
Topson, resorting to killing some of the neutrals, knows that going forth to the lane is incredibly scary with that 6 online from Weeha. Top lane, Saxa back in action, ready to see if 2 of them can maybe play into the tower onto Miracle, as Crow's having to take the time to walk back to the lane.
We're gonna quickly talk about Saxa too. Is we did get to see this done the other day, the Aghanims versus the Luna. He's got it immediately queued up on this Grimstroke. He knows what he wants to do with this game, so he'll have that Luna illusion eventually. And we're already talking about how strong OG's draft is in particular. Looks like they do have a very good idea of how they want to play this game.
Yeah, for sure. Letting the Luna through was definitely intentional. By the looks of it, bottom lane.
Bottom.
Ult has popped, and Mind Control comes in with the good old hard counter at the TP scrub. This ult will not find them any kills. Still, obviously, forcing the SK back is nice because Sumail can start to push in onto the tier 1 tower. Over towards mid. GH, maybe look to see if there was set up, but he's needed top. The dive's coming in, Topson with the rotation, finds Miracle. NIGMA, can they take anyone down in return? Saxa does fall. Mid 1 still with a lot of HP to go. He's looking towards Kuro. Kuro turns with a magic missile, but Topson kicks out the boulder, slows him down. OG get the 2 of them as Topson makes a crucial rotation, getting the double kill, realizing that the mid lane is not where he wants to play. It's time for him to start getting active on the map, and he's doing so in style already.
Yeah, and now he's actually hitting mid. He's about to hit level 6. He's got the Magnetize online.
And Weehaw is going to turn jump with the life break to slow down Thompson. There is 3 heroes here with the Inkswell on the Mud Golem. They're trying, but Weeha's able to knock it back with the inner fire. TP's come through. Kuro and GH, they'll look for the arrow. There's the follow-up after the magic missile onto Saxa, but Smail, he's sending the army in there onto Weeha. He's actually going to try and beat down the Huskar with Thompson's lockdown. They'll get it. They kill off Weeha, and Smail is even starting to chase down Kuro, who's well underneath the tower. Kuro turns, stuns the Purge Creep to try and get him out of there. Can you get the Purge Creep quite close enough? Again, he does get close a little too deep. So heads up play there for Kuro to turn around and stun the Satire Banisher to stop that chase from resulting in a kill for Samael.
Kind of cool thing that happened there too is you saw Weehaw, the life break, he used it to dispel off of the magnetize off himself, so it wasn't able to be spread afterwards. He ended up going down anyway because the extra rotations, but yeah, just using life break to dispel that off himself was kind of cool.
Meanwhile, down on the bottom half, Mind Control was able to get the solo play on to Saxa. A little bit of turn kill there for NIGMA down on the bottom lane. 5-7. Still very close opening. See some of the items being queued up. Thompson. See what he wants to grab this game. Weeha is going to, of course, be going for the armlet and then into the... You would imagine just that halberd. This game's going to be very solid against Samael.
I actually thought Thompson would probably go for the halberd build as well. He's versus Huskar. It's just such a godly item. But he might go for... Who's actually going to go for the Vessel this game for them? They probably want to get one of those as well on their team. Oh, we'll see. Up to Thompson, really.
Oh, man. Dust onto Mind Control. Midpoint has got the 6. He's ready to throw the boat down. Mind Control is pretty tanky. He has a brace. It comes out with a bow strike. The boat comes in. Midpoint's still trying to dive forward, using the Tidebringer, but it's not enough to kill Mind Control off. He's able to be fine, hold his ground. At the same time, Thompson will manage to get the kill there. Oh, he finds collapse onto Wee. Turn over to Kuro with the Inkswell. OG's going to get all 3 of them.
Oh, that was a massive play by Thompson there. He actually just forced them all to chase him for so long. I don't know if the camera's looking at it down here, but I was watching it. He had the magnetize spreading on GH. GH tried to TP, and then, yeah, the rest of them collapsed on top. That was really good play there by Thompson.
Midpoint. So they're still trying to go for Mind Control. They won't catch him with the torrent. And he's in the cover of the Sandstorm. The 2 of them, no detection left out. No-Tail starting to get himself some sentries and dust on the way. Weeha comes in with the TP mid one. He's going to TP out, but he's X'd himself. So he, unfortunately, there's no way to break that X. He's coming back whether he likes it or not, but Weeha's actually a little scared. Doesn't want to try and tackle him the second time, so steps back. Mid one will be fine. Turns over towards No-Tail as Miracle and GH look to re-secure this top outpost. The torrent heads up from mid one, stops them from grabbing him before the 10-minute mark. Very nice as over mid one.
Yeah, beautiful torrent. And now that's a big advantage for them too, because if you look, that net worth advantage already at the moment, and they're playing a draft with a Lycan who can just really ramp up and take over the map, especially versus this type of draft like a Luna draft. He's going to be able to set the pace. I mean, like we said, it's really going to be up to Weeha to be able to defend these next few moments to give that space for Miracle, but he's not looking so strong now.
They've managed to kill him a couple of times. These movements and Thompson getting the kills that he is. Top lane, this time around should be a much more solid attempt onto Mind Control. He's already a little low, but the bow strike does actually dodge the bow. Still, the 3 of them will beat him down. They've got the damage between them with the impetus helping out. Mind Control will fall, and OG can start to push onto this tier 1 tower top. They're getting the kills. It's now a 3k lead for OGs. You know, they're playing faster and faster, and this is scary. It's a lineup backed up by Lycan. If they start to get ahead early, OG will be able to clean up the map pretty quickly.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I loved OG draft till that and Huskar, and right now, the Huskar is not really looking as strong as I thought it might be. This is going to be very concerning for these next few moments, because I don't see really how they take these head-on fights when you're going to start playing versus this type of an advantage of OG. When they have even like a Kunkka's boat coming on top of all of it with this Lycan just chasing into your back lines. And it's definitely a scary next few moments. As Miracle's not going to be able to join, right? Miracle's just going to be in the jungle, so they're going to be playing a 4v5 style that you know OG's going to capitalize on.
Oh, absolutely, and it's sure we've seen so much strength from Luna and so many victories. Miracle himself, one of the players that's been doing so well. This game, though, is there going to be the time for him to get to the point that we've seen in previous series? I don't think so, right?
I don't think
let
so.
a Lycan through.
And they're also, like, you look items that they're queuing up. Like I mentioned, look at this mid one going halberd, Thompson also going for that halberd. They're already addressing not only just the Huskar, but the Luna too in later stages when they get these. It's a fantastic item versus both.
It's going to try and set up it. TPs are coming in as a little deep, but they've got some out popping this shapeshift. They're ready to go in.
They're not
Zara's
scared.
there into the torrent. Is there any safe for We Are? There is a swap off to the side, but Samat, he's just going to chase on board. The inner fire tries to push them back. We Are finally goes down though. They get the kill, and now with the rest of the shapeshift, they can just dive in for more. Samael chasing down GH. Kuro trying to swap his way back to safety, but it's into the stun of the Centaur. Kuro is dead. GH will live as he's able to leap up to the high ground, but OG, they're just running down NIGMA. Mind control, he's turned up to the fight, but already there's 2 heroes dead on NIGMA. He's got to be careful. Miracle's caught on the high ground. This is a disaster for NIGMA. 3 dead. OG just running over them. They're speeding it up, and NIGMA, they're just not ready for it. That pick of the Huskars you mentioned that was meant to do something in terms of slowing down this sort of playstyle from OG, it's just not worked out. Mind control in the mid, goes forward with the burst trap, but they still have the numbers on OG. They can just stand on top of him, the sides into the Inkswell stun. It's another kill.
They're considering for Weehaw too, he can't go in. This game might just, I hate saying this, but this game might just be over. If OG continues playing like this, there's going to be no comeback factor for NIGMA. They're going to try to fight back here.
They're going to fight back.
Mind controlling, but...
Can they actually catch anyone? Thompson's already rolled out, and with the buyback, the tower still goes down, and NIGMA can't get a connection on anyone. Everybody on OG gets out safely.
Oof, it's gonna start getting to desperate moments already in this early game here for NIGMA. OG, they're not gonna slow down. They understand the pace of the game that they want to play, and I feel like they're just gonna keep running at them now.
Yeah, that level 3 Necro book very close to being done on Samael.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Mind control, he's still so far away from a blink dagger, especially with that buyback now too. That was pretty much the one thing that maybe if he got it at a very early time, he could surprise them and get this humongous burrow strike epi. But that's not going to be the case. And now look, I mean, OG, this is the way they want to play. We were just talking about it, that they're not going to slow down. They're not going to give space.
Every time you see that on the shapeshift, 3, 2, 1, shapeshift's back online. They're instantly looking to make moves with a Miracle. He's been found. The Inkswell on the invisible wall sets up for Miracle to be taken out once again. As OG sweep over towards the bottom, they're ready to push down these tier 1s as Kuro and Mind Control, they're trying to hold the wave out. Obviously, they'll be able to just tank this tower, take it without the creep wave. This tier 1 gone, no trouble at all. Saxa is starting to head down and scout things out at the same time towards mid. Thompson was eyeing up Weehaw. It's Kuro. Does he want to try and go for the bite onto Saxa? Saxa is alone, so this should be an easy kill for NIGMA. Finally able to find something. The Saxa will show and will fall.
MC gets the kill. He needs to get like all of them. Him getting the blink dagger, I feel like, is like the only way that they can even try to take fights. GH, Moonlight Shadow.
Did have the dust, and he's gonna find the hit with the torrent.
Okay.
Doesn't want to go further in. Little worried that more of NIGMA may be hiding around under the cover of the shadows.
Radiant's current
And I think,
has been
as you say, the shapeshift on Samael. Where's he heading with this one? Who's looking for Kuro? Kuro's already out with the TP. He's going to start making a beeline towards this area that Miracle's been consistently farming in. Maybe see if he can catch him towards the end of this shapeshift. He's still got half of it left to go. Thompson's in. The setup's there. Thompson already doing a hell of a lot of work to Miracle on his own. Miracle will TP out before Samael and his army turns up. GH is still going to commit with the TP in to try and hold this tier 2 and push them back. The shapeshift does end, so OG will retreat. Looking very scary right now.
Just can't make any mistakes on NIGMA if you want to try to have an attempt to come back here. I imagine OG's going to maybe back up here. They could look for a Roche on the next Necro book usage. Right now, they're still trying to assert dominance, though. You see, with the way that they've placed their wards, they want to take advantage of these. They're kind of trapping NIGMA on their side entirely around these tier 2s, so they see everything whenever NIGMA is walking out right now because of these.
Out they come. Kuro goes over the setup, but Thompson quick with the roll onto We Are. The boat's going to come crashing in onto Kuro. Kuro's going to be the one to go down. They cannot successfully set up onto Thompson. GH tries to leap away, but mid one drags him back with the X mark. 2 more kills for OG, and I mean that's 3 of NIGMA coming out, looking to go on this Earth Spirit, but they cannot deal with it.
Miracle.
Going to be able to not land the slow. Miracle is able to juke it, so Miracle will live for now. Topson all in all having an excellent game, 7-2 and 5. It was a little bit of a slow start. Did die the 2 times in the mid lane, but we're seeing why OG love to get Topson his mid spirit. You know, you're not picking it to sort of smash the enemy mid laner in the first 5 minutes of play. You're picking it to have this incredible impact, regardless of what sort of start you had in the early lane. His bottom, he's alone, and he is a goner. We are dead once again, heavily struggling this match. 2-4-0, and like it was sort of the opposite side of things for him. He started his mid, kills off Topson 2 times, but he wasn't able to do anything with that early beginnings, as he is now struggling, and as a Huskar, it's very hard for him to do much at all. Roll forward on GH. GH will pop the mech, but the damage, it's far too much from Sumail and his summons. GH will go down. Top lane Miracle and Kura will show to start pushing things out. Saxa's going to TP up, and mid one and Notel, they're on their way over.
No mercy. Don't let them get any space. They can just do this. They know that there's never going to be a fight in the next, I mean, there probably won't be a fight that NIGMA actually has a good number to take versus them. Like, OG can just take every fight, even if they have a number disadvantage like this.
NIGMA's got to hide. Miracle hiding in the trees. Same with Kuro. Maybe they want to go for this. They do have the Eclipse. They do find mid one out alone. He's able to get the halberd on. Onto Miracle. The boat buff as well is going to keep him fine. The Eclipse damage alone was not enough to take him out straight away. They're still going to try and chase, but backup's inbound. Saxa turns with the silence. Diarra gets juked as well. Doesn't hit on either of them. Saxa's in position for the 2-man stun with the Inkswell. Time has been brought for Topson and Hotel to come on over. Miracle's going to go down. Kuro will fall as well, and mid one survives with the help of his friends. Everybody lives on OG, and again it's just 2 more kills. 20-8, 7k lead for OG. They've just turned up in full style this morning. They're going to be very happy with the results of the draft. They do get this Lycan, and that's the thing, you know. So for this whole game, it's not just the Lycan that's the problem, but it's just the fact there's a Lycan as well.
Watch the mail, but
he's out. Mind control. He jumped forward. He didn't have. No, he's dead. He's dead. Mind control will try the burrow strike, but he's dead as well. Yeah, mind control. When they went for that, he just didn't have enough mana for the burrow strike as well. So nothing to stop Sumail from running away. It's getting painful for NIGMA. This one. This one's getting painful. GH. He'll die. 19 minutes in, 23 kills. OG have just really hit it right this first game.
Yep, and again, look, just running directly at NIGMA. Are they going to take the outpost? Oh, don't be bullies. Okay, they're not. They're just going to take the fight and kill Kuroki. Goodbye, Kuro.
Yeah. Just run away, Miracle. Run away.
He got the, you know, Kuro guarded the outpost. He took it. They got the 350 XP bonus, but now Sumail into Roche. They're looking to clean this one up.
The Aegis, and well on his way towards the AC. Lycan, Sumail, 11k net worth. All 3 of OG's cores, as they have been for pretty much the whole of this game, at the top. NIGMA struggling to keep up.
And we get some lovely Lakad Mother Cogs, which I just quite a lot.
NIGMA, watch the plan. He has got that halberd queued up, but he's still so far away from it.
I don't know what the plan is. I think the plan is, well, next game. Because this one, I just don't know how they can take any type of fight. They just don't have the damage. They just don't have the farm, and they won't be able to get it. That's the problem. OG, they're gonna keep running at them.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They should be. I mean, they'll probably be looking to close this game out, like we were mentioning, pretty soon here. GH.
Whoa,
he does the torrent for the vision.
Very nicely done from mid one. As mid one, you know, he's had some rough offlane performances, but this game, probably his best of the tournament so far. 6-1 and 8.
Opposite.
As the offlane Kunkka. And Weehar's out. Every single time that Weehar's out alone, it's an easy kill for NIGMA to find. Kuro's go with the TP out. Mid one, he's there just in time again. Another catch from the Kunkka as mid one sets up for Sumail to pick up the double.
And bottom, my control. Okay, he'll be able to blink and hide himself in the trees. Thompson was already on the prowl.
Well, here we go. Time to start poking at the high ground for OG. Just the 22-minute mark. Sumail, 500 gold, and AC will be complete on top of his level 3 Necro and Helm.
Yeah, it's pretty good item timings, you know? not too shabby.
I don't think we're going to see Lycan again this tournament. You know, we sort of... I don't think we had, right? Did he get through in any of the games? I don't think so.
I don't think so. Also, like it's like Lycan with Grimstroke as well. It's just just an absolute beast. Like Invisible Inkswell is just insane, and I mean, yeah, just Lycan in general. 805, 200 last hits, set a flawless game, and it always it provides you so much. It's like a good laner, and then it also just provides you this beastly tower pushing. You'll never have to worry about objective picking when you have Lycan.
Top. Well, Blind is going with the setup. They are trying to head over. GH will be able to juke it with the leap. NIGMA is here. Do they want to try and help him out? GH, he's going to go down. They're now going to start moving. They've got the Eclipse. They're looking for Sack, so they'll get the one of them. They have got the control as well on the mid one with the burst drum. And mid one, he's got a full BKB. We are jumps forward. They've got the physical damage, and they'll take him out. NIGMA finally able to move out and find some kills. Obviously, whilst this happens,
Maybe they can fight bottom too. They're actually going to come and try to set up.
That's right. Weeha. Sumail's got the shapeshift. The backup two. Thompson rolls forward on Weeha as quickly as he life breaks in. His own life gets broken. Sumail goes down, but he's got the Aegis. He's going to be ready for round two. Thompson controlling Kuro on the backlines. It's a triple kill for Sumail. Noto just running from Miracle. The halberd upon Miracle as he's got nothing left to throw out. As OG yet again, they're just rolling over them. The top lane, there was a little moment for NIGMA to enjoy getting some kills, but quite quickly the game resumes into the beatdown that it has been for the last 20 minutes. 14k lead, OG now up to the base and ready to start taking some of these towers on the high ground.
Hey, now get engaged. I hope he'll be okay, but Thompson, Willie, just beating him up a bit. Oh man, no,
he's not okay.
Oh my God, the impetus.
Oh no. Oh no.
I mean, they're definitely laughing about it a bit there, right? When you just like just oh, that's too good.
Well, quick game one to start.
Game one,
just
yeah.
get everyone woken up. We did start the day a little earlier. You know, maybe NIGMA had to wake up earlier than they used to. Oh, they haven't had their breakfast yet. So we'll make sure they've had their breakfast before game two.
Yeah, I mean, Lycan's just such a monster of a hero. Just they know exactly what they need to do when they play these type of drafts. Like they know they can just play a 5v4. Like when they know when NIGMA picks Miracle, this Luna, he's literally just gotta go to the jungle. So they can just play this super aggressive way, and it's not gonna be responded to in a very good manner.
And this, I mean, it really has been, a very solid showing from OG in this game. Considering some of the things that they're doing here, we've seen them try and not work out to as great effect. Like Thompson on his Earth Spirit, he's had some rough games in the mid. This game, he's been an absolute star. 9-2 and 17 on the mid Earth Spirit. This is these sort of performances that are in mind when OG are drafting this. They know that Thompson can pull it out, and he absolutely has done here in this game.
With the E-Blade, look at this.
Messing around with Weeha, mid one there. Steps forward, the swap out will save him. Mind Control comes in with a Burrow Strike, but he cannot save Kuroki as Kuroki dies in a matter of seconds. Over they go towards Mind Control, diving in with the armies, into the Sandstorm, but they've got the detection. The boat comes crashing down. BKB's popped by Miracle, but it isn't going to save him from the big bad wolf as Miracle goes down. Weeha will be able to push them away with the inner fire, but they dip in and out with the Necro Books, kill off the Huskar. They can go back towards the mid.
They just tier 4s, I think.
And there's the G's. There's the GG. Game one, OG. They couldn't have made it look any easier. This was a very fast one. 26 minutes in, 23k lead. All around, excellent performances from the 5 of them. NIGMA, they just didn't have the time or chance to play their heroes. They just got rolled over.
FY, he's found himself No Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, he's not. There's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No Tail as Ame comes in for the kill secure.
I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. He just knows, I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
Now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, Ame's got ninjas here.
Got to be careful who shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Ame to have this invis rune. As Ame will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing around rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, will fight X-Nova.
Seb, and as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed, FY, the patience, keeping that control on Seb, buying time for Chalice to come in. Ana is going to look towards the Tusk. Chalice is now there, does have Primal Split available if he wants to look to take this fight. Somnus coming in as well. As Ana, Seb look to hide in the trees. Can they get out of it? Ana's got a TP available. He's into the trees. He's going to show himself in the lane though. They're going to continue to head over. They are going to see Seb make it out in time. They don't have a stun. Ana, can he get out as well? He can. OG will avoid that rotation from PSG LGD.
FY is just so obnoxious there, following Seb for over a minute, just stalking him, trying to have his team come over.
So that's about, a minute without Aegis being used for LGD. They have 2 minutes left, I would say, to capitalize on this Aegis. Oh man, looks like he is loving the PL.
Pretty much back to a 50-50. PSG LGD 2-1 up at the moment in this best of 5 grand finals. 1 game needed to secure the championship title. And at this point, they are ahead here in game 4.
No-Tail hasn't had time to gather a full army of Ancient Crates. Right now, he just has the Ancient Black Dragon. You really want those other auras when you're at a big disadvantage in these team fights already.
Yeah, it's tough though, because Jerax doesn't want to be following around his Chen, giving him the agony. So. As Thompson, he does have a Lincoln Sphere picked up, and they should have the BKB finished on Seb too. So that'll give him a little bit easier time to get those blink calls as he's been suffering to do so in the last few fights. And Somnus, I have Scotty picked up, about to be level 25 as well.
Yeah, they just need a couple more minutes on the side of OG before they're ready to fight. Wait for the Aegis to expire.
Seb, he's in. Gets the call, the character's going to get FY. There with the snowball save. He's going to be fine, and now they turn to look towards the axe. The taunt's going to be out. Seb goes for the TP. They've got the stun to cancel them. Seb held back for now. Thompson trying to offer his best from the side to provide some sort of safety, as he will get Seb back. They're able to get Seb back to safety, and Thompson, he's running away. X-Nova's there with the wraparound, gets the slow off, gives the vision for the snowball. TP from No-Tail's coming in towards the stride, but Thompson, he's trapped.
That's twice in this series that X-Nova just comes out of nowhere. Like, he's just on a warding expedition, then he just ends up wrapping behind these people constantly.
Perfect time.
Perfect timing, and has the Centauran creep to boot. And look at these deep wards that he's placed during that time that he was running around doing so. He now has full vision of OG. Yeah, sees Ana farming these Ancients right now.
Oh, Ana. FY just giving so much information for the team. He's got eyes on him. Get the punch on the wrong target, but the snowball pass will catch Ana. Ana, he's in trouble. The Blood Bright Silence connects. He's got the Manta back up in a second, but can he really play his way out of this one? He cannot. Ana down for a minute and a half.
just having all this vision. I mean, X-Nova throughout this whole tournament has had the best vision in every situation, even when you wouldn't expect it. You're just like, oh, they're fighting on the left side. They're not going to have vision over here. But no, X-Nova always seems to have those prepared in every situation.
And he has some incredible foresight to be able to have these wars that just lead to really clutch pickoffs. And Axe has not spent his money on BKB. He has the money, but he might be looking to save for buyback.
We'll see if any of the buybacks do get forced out. Thompson's still dead for 15. Ideally, he doesn't buy back it. They may have to buy back on Ana. He's gone for 50 seconds. The split coming out from Chalice. Is he ready to push in? Look for the stun on No-Tail to hold back the Chen as the mid-racks are exposed. PSG LGD, 40 minutes in, able to open into the base and clean out this mid lane of racks. Still Ana holding on to that buyback.
And they're going to keep going here. They really want to force this PL to come back here.
Stun onto Thompson. He will blink dodge it. But another tier 3 tower falling incredibly fast. They really don't want to use it. Seb jumps in, gets the call onto FY. There's the buyback. The Cataclysm isn't enough to do anything. It isn't. PSG LGD still fighting strong. Thompson getting focused by Somnus. Seb taken down by Arme. The triple buybacks now out as Ana in trouble. He's pulled back for this one. The deafening blast onto the three of them. Knocks them back, but Ana gets focused. Seb! He's in with the call. He has the control onto the morphing Somnus. Now being chased by Thompson. Blinks in with the cold snap. The PL army's on top of it. They get Somnus too. As OG, they have to expend 3 buybacks, but they hold on to the top racks. Somnus now down for 2 minutes. No buyback available on this Bloodseeker.
Yeah, he's 400 gold short of it. It's up in about 8 seconds. OG, they have to make so much happen here. They have to push out all their lanes. 2 of the side lanes are already going, but I think trying to get some kills here, like on FY here, would be very ideal.
I mean, look how close to Brew is at 25.
So close.
With that primal split cooldown.
Oh, Thompson, he sees it FY. He's used the snowball. He turns with the combo FY with the self-fuels, but OG, they've surrounded him. Seb jumps in with the call, the blade mail. FY's gone.
Instant buyback from FY.
Still that scary, scary time for LGD. 75 seconds without Somnus. OG have the full 5-man pushing in all 3 lanes at the same time as they approach LGD's base.
I don't even know if I give a head for that with this team fight. The LGD are been gold, but no blood take over 60 seconds. This could be disastrous.
He's got a full BKB on Seb as well.
Chalice really wants to hit level 25 before he pops that primal split. So close.
Just got to be careful, Seb. Looking for that blink initiation.
Chalice is stepping back. They give him the tome. He needed like 5 experience, and they gave him the tome just to make sure that he gets it anyway. Just playing as safe as possible here.
Looks like OG don't feel that the window is big enough for them to push in whilst this Bloodseeker's still dead. They'll back away.
They can't count. They bought back 3 heroes. They weren't able to get any T30s, and there's no Roshan up yet. Big Daddy No-Tail's praying for a Roche right now so they can get that refresher, but it's not going to be out. And maybe we'll dodge a bullet.
At least they got a good amount of economy off that, right? It was up to a 15k gold advantage, and they chunked it down to 7. Same thing with experience. So they did get quite a lot out of that one, but they ideally wanted to get at least one of those sets of racks to get some momentum pushing in with those 3 buybacks used.
Absolutely, it is this really scary moment of the game now for OG. We're about 5-6 minutes still without those buybacks available. If PSG LGD can find that one team fight, it could be the team fight to win TI in this window of time that they now have presented.
Ban. OG's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. OG's turn to ban. 10 seconds remain. Radiant team ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Radiant team ban. OG's turn to ban. Radiant team pick. OG's turn to pick.
Imba Spirit. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick. I speak for the trees.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Earth Shaker.
Radiant team ban.
Keeper of the light.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to ban. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
OG's turn to pick. Radiant team pick.
Bang.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
10,
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick.
Vengeful spirit.
OG's turn to ban.
Meatball!
Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Oh, yeah.
Radiant team ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
Admiral Conker.
Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Choose your hero. Seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
How you doing?
Thank you, Shiva. Yes, we're getting a Meepo. Once again, Fogged. It worked for them the other day. I'll be honest, I've got to agree with Kevin here. I think it's going to work pretty nicely for them here. This OG lineup, can it really deal with the Meepo?
For battle.
I mean, it's weird. It's definitely different. I'm curious to see what their kind of approach is. If like they want to just play, try to play super fast around something like just teleport around Sumail, trying to set up with kills with Saksa, like triple onto this Meepo and just try to kill him over and over again. But I've seen Topson when he's played this Venge, he doesn't skill stun. He goes like 0-4-4.
Oh, okay.
And he did that, I believe, at TI a couple of times too. Maybe he'll get like a point or something of it here or there because he has an Earthshaker to rotate. But yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see how they're gonna do it because it does look like it looks like a very confident NIGMA draft. Like they have the Amber Coddle, they have their Chen Meepo, and then they have a Kunkka to boot on top of it to add even more aggression and more defenses for that Meepo. So yeah, we'll see how we'll see how they can try to dismantle because it just looks strange from them. But that's typical OG looking like a strange lineup.
I mean, true, because I imagine the majority of people are watching being like, what the hell is OG going to do with this lineup? And then, well, OG's going to get the chance to show us. We'll see what they are able to do with this draft against what seems to be a very solid Meepo lineup from NIGMA.
Yeah, we were all hoping for the ET or the Pango, of course, but unfortunately that ET gets banned, and they opted to not go for the Pango. I was on Bo3 again, honestly. I was like, I'm pretty sure they're going to pick that one because that just looks like the strongest Topson style that he likes to play, but yeah, just a different approach.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to really be all eyes on this Topson Vengeful Spirit. I don't know how this hero can beat a Meepo, just at sort of any stage of the game. Like yeah. What is the strength? I mean, I guess you can at least save yourself. You know, if you're getting gone on and surrounded by the Meepo, you swap one of your poor teammates in and say, good luck, buddy. And you get to walk away. But we'll see. As I said, OG has surprised us before in ways that we could never have believed to occur. Maybe they'll do it here.
Yeah, maybe. I mean,
they did look super hot in game one. Obviously, things were very different with regards to the draft, but their play was very clean in game one.
Yep. I'm just curious. I'm really curious to see what their actual like strategy is for this one. Like what the idea of it is, because this looks real difficult once that if Meepo gets online, like they just like Earthshaker and Underlord, fantastic, but Venge does not contribute a whole lot of anything unless maybe like you swap the Meepo into a bad position, I guess. But
you swap one Meepo in, and then the rest of the Meepos come pooping in, and they're like, "Thank you for the free initiation."
Exactly.
I just feel like it's gonna be tough. But we'll see. Or Zaxa, he's got it. There we go. Courier start things up for OG.
I love that Earthshaker taunt as well. Right on top of his totem.
Oh, Fisher on the 2, but I don't really have any damage. Just offering up a few right clicks. Mind Control and Kuro are going to be more than fine. Very strong lane. Kunkka already as tanky as he is, and then with the aura and the headdress from Kuro, it's constant HP regen. Mind Control is going to be kept very healthy in that top lane.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if I see anybody really die up top. Maybe Kuroki if he gets trapped in some like horrible positioning here or something like that. But yeah, top should be pretty passive farm. Bottom is definitely a pretty strong lane. I like this lane actually quite a bit here for OG.
Okay.
Bane is the king of lanes, and then Underlord is actually super good versus Ember. You have such a good base damage, such a good animation, and Ember he's pretty squishy. Only 3 armor early on. You get hit really hard mid.
Well, as you try and make a go on Weehaw, coming in there, blocking him off with the Fisher, but he's able to make the moves round. As CS-wise, he's continued to have the edge against Thompson on the first few waves.
Zaxa, he's stalking this courier. Look at him. He puts the ward down. He sees it. Oh, it's beautiful. Amaterasu, goodbye.
All right. See you later. A couple of couriers in the first couple of minutes. Zaxa finding a nice little bit of a cash bonus for OG across the map. And he's pretty low. The Fisher is not going to catch him on the right side, though. So Mind Control is able to put the Fairy Fire and walk off. Zaxa not quite able to find the angle for the block there.
All right, lanes though. Look at this. The lanes are at the moment for OG. They are quite solid. Mid Venge is coming out pretty even at the moment. He's doing that build that I was talking about, just having his 0-2-2 at the moment. And yeah, top they're last hitting great. And I already mentioned that bottom lane. Underlord is definitely going to have a fantastic time versus a Coddle Ember.
Yeah, the CS, he's smashing it. 15-7 on mid one compared to this 5-1 on Miracle.
Yeah. And this game, I actually see, you know, that other game, he went for that Atos build, and it wasn't like he was versus a high mobility hero or anything like that. It was just an Atos. This game, the Atos is definitely awesome. Versus Ember Spirit, it's always going to be good. No tail?
I'm going to try and go. Anytime they step forward, mid one's got the 2 points with the Firestorm. You just lay that down, and it pushes NIGMA back.
And he's got his... Okay, I thought that was a Soul Ring being delivered. Not quite yet. Meepo now will start to capitalize on the fact that he's a Meepo, so he'll outfarm Thompson significantly.
Because this is going to be the thing. How do they slow down the Meepo this game? Who's going to be able to start getting in the face of Meepo before he, you know, it's going to move back over to mids. They do have the Fisher block, but obviously Weehaw, he just doesn't care about the right picks right now. He's got great early game stats, 2 Wraith Bands, that 9 armor. Means the Thompson just barely tickles him as a mid-Venge. At this stage.
Then when Nature's Prophet hits 6, catch him off guard maybe with a Wrath of Nature. That might be one of the ways that they can actually try to slow him down. He's pretty tanky, but that might be enough. We see how much damage that last bounce of the Wrath can actually do in most situations. And Sox is giving him full experience. Soxa level 1, Sumail approaching level 5. So I think that probably is the game plan, that they use that Wrath early on to just capitalize on the lane advantage. Bounties.
So who's able to get the most of them? GH is heading over, but already Weehaw, he's going to be there to secure that one for NIGMA as it is.
My thrift reward.
Back to mid. Top up. What was the item build going to be on this mid bench?
I think he just I remember him doing a TI. It was just like Treads, and he just went a bunch of Wraith bands. I think he went Auras. Can't remember exactly what build it was, but I think he's been doing that in pub. So top, Sumail does get brought down.
Finally, the first blood. It's a bit of a slow start, 5 minutes in, but NIGMA able to eventually break the silence.
And now the rotation from Stoxa. He's trying to make something happen down bottom.
See with the Fisher, he's holding on to it, into the root. Oh, Miracle, Miracle. Cannot get out of there. Mid one punch is too hard. So moves being made on both sides of the map, and both offlaners getting involved in some early action. This is, oh, I like this from mid one. Are you seeing this one? The item build you'll only ever do if there's a meepo on your team, pretty much. But going for the ag straight up, folks.
Yeah, he doesn't have the meepo on his team either.
Oh wait. Yeah, yeah, he doesn't.
I was like, I was trying to. What are you talking about?
I was trying to theorize why he would get Ags first. I was like, what, mate? It's got to mean. Anyway, he's not. No, it's a different team.
Again, they dive top though. This time a rotation from Weeha. I think Kuroki actually teleported him up there with the Divine Favor.
All right.
They also find no tail.
So Folk, then, what? Why the Ags? Why rush Ags?
Dire structures are fortified.
Yeah, maybe he's not going to do
make
it.
the Venge and the NP just buffer. I don't know.
It's not very value though. Oh, or maybe it is. We'll see. I mean, it's out. Mid one rush in the Ags. Okay.
Dire's top tower is under
Never seen. I've never seen an Underlord do this before first time.
Not first
Not
item.
first
No,
item.
definitely not.
Never.
I think I've only seen a couple acts actually like
At
ever.
all?
I have like one vivid memory from like Katowice or something. One with like Vici playing it or something. And it was like a huge game with that one, but I rarely see this item picked up. As they get the sleep on Miracle.
Ah, it's the root. See if they've got enough damage. Now he's able to step his way out before the second proc because the Pit of Malice is there. He's still got the Sleight of Fist to play around with. No Tail trying to dive for him, but not enough damage to kill him off.
Those 2 kills that they got on Sumail are actually pretty massive. He just now hit level 6. He's gonna pop the Wrath. He wants Miracle.
What he can do. No Tail as well. Going for this area. Keep control of the warding.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Those 2
attack.
moves that they made to shut down Sumail were actually pretty significant because that slow level 6 now coming out on that NP does reduce a bit of that aggression that OG probably wanted to have. I'm seeing Thompson actually matching the farm of Meepo, by the way, still with this build. The 0, he actually went the 120 stuff, but 043, and he's actually just going for Mantha. Looks like he wants to be a right clicker. So he wants to benefit off that Aghanim's Underlord.
Yeah, it's a very interesting concept.
Dire's middle
Yeah. Well, here we go. Looking towards Kuro. They find the Chen alone in the jungle and are able to hold on to this top lane, start to push it back out. Now I'm trying to. So the Aghanim's Underlord, right? It gives what? It's half the bonus. Is it half the bonus damage to your teammates?
Yes.
Now, maybe, I don't know if this works because some of the things don't. If they're in a fight and they kill the Meepo and there's, what, 4 Meepos around, is he going to temporarily get 4 times the bonus damage from a hero dying and then obviously giving half of that to his team in the fight? Or does it not work like that with Meepo? Do you only get it as counting as 1 hero dying? Because if it is more than 1, then you can maybe see the logic there. Obviously, that does require you to start the fight by killing the Meepo, which is, that's not an easy thing to do, but maybe you do get multiple hero benefits from killing the Meepo. What do you think? Because I think of it 100%.
Actually, I think 90% sure it's just the 1.
Because there's some spells like Undying Decay, it will only ever give you the strength
Yeah,
from 1.
I'm pretty sure it's just. I'm like 90% sure it's just the 1.
I think unless it's. I mean, you never know. I've never seen anyone try it before, so we'll find out. But as I say, yeah. Oh yeah, give it. What are you doing? Giving it a test or?
Radiant's
Yes.
middle tower is under attack.
All right, so that's not it. That's not the reason why he's rushing next. I'm
pretty sure
trying
it
to
wouldn't
find
give
the
him
reason.
plus. Yeah, I was pretty sure that there's no way he just gets a plus 200 damage when they kill a Meepo, you know?
I mean,
that makes sense.
Yeah, I can guarantee you there was a patch in the past where you probably did get a benefit for every Meepo dying.
Maybe it works. Maybe it's a feature.
I mean, maybe we'll see. I mean, that would be classic OG, wouldn't it, to find something like that?
Yeah. Kuro getting ran down. Miracle also responded.
They got the magic missile onto mind control. One stepping over, but the chains holds back Topson. And mind control is able to run away. Obviously, once this all goes down, well, 10 minutes in, 7-3, even on the net worth.
Even outpost trade, and it looks like, what, is that even bounties as well? Yeah, 2 for 2 bounties, so very even early game at the moment. Saksa now trying to find some time to build a farm. Weeha doesn't want to let this Earthshaker get a Blink Dagger. They have to keep the aggression up to not let Saksa get this, because they do have that hero in particular versus that Meepo, which can be pretty devastating.
Yeah, off the mark, yeah, with that initial Earthbind. Saksa just gives it the straight old walk in a straight line, and Weeha won't be able to catch him.
God, you got me scared for a second asking that question. I was like, but I mean,
so where did you get that that info from? Where did you read that? Okay, all right, okay. I mean, I think you're right. There's no way, and there's no way it grants you multiple hero buffs. Well, actually, I mean, there is a way, and that's if it's been overlooked in the code. But you know, I'm sure that it's not. This is a perfect game, and anyone who says otherwise, I will hunt down. Do not criticize it. But we'll see. We'll see. He's halfway onto the axe.
Yeah, this downtime is fantastic for OG. Look, Saksa's loving this. He's just staying top, getting all this farm for himself. He's gonna get a Blink Dagger at a decent time. And
they try and catch him before the TP's out, but he's already away. Mind control, still able to get the connection onto No-Tail. Sets up with the X-Mark into the boat combo. No-Tail will fall. Whilst this goes on, we are making as good as progress onto the E-Blade as you would hope for. It's got 2200 into the Eagle Song. Gonna be there very shortly. So far, nothing being done by OG to slow down this Meepo's early game. Weeha's getting all the space that he did expect.
But they're getting a significant farm on their side, right? Their 3 cores are farming excellent, but
Samael, he's dead. Weeha's able to find a grab on him.
I saw him porting up there too. I was like, I wonder why he wants to actually set up on top, because you have to imagine they want to hunt Saksa, who's been up there for a long time. So that was a bit of a weird location for me to see Sumail TP on.
Mild pause here. I mean, what else do we have coming out from OG's lineup in terms of answers? I mean, after Topson's done with the Manta, is it just going to be sort of a very sort of standard, you know, all general build of like Manta, BKB, and then into some sort of right-click item, do you think? Or has he got something else in mind?
I would imagine so. You need, I would imagine he needs the BKB, right? Like,
yeah,
Meepo and Ember, they're going to collapse on him. Kunkka's going to throw his boat on him. He needs to get a BKB. And then afterwards, I mean, he just goes for something like straight Butterfly, like straight damage, because Meepo can't itemize to really deal with that too well. It's just, he can just hold his ground with an Underlord aura. Maybe. I'm not sure. It's interesting. Like I said, the game plan from OG, they definitely have something in mind that they want to be able to address this. And right now, it's not looking too bad. It's only only 1K lead for NIGMA.
Oh,
they're going to start ramping up soon.
Do you think I've got time to DC and test the Underlord thing in a demo mode? I could test it. Here you go. Oh, nah, they're calling G. I won't do it. Oh, we'll find out. I think we're going to find out. Mid-one's going to have the Ags. He's going to have the Ags soon. It's just 1500 off having the Aghanims. And we'll see how much this investment does do. Obviously, one thing to note, it is only the temporary damage you share, right? The permanent atrophy bonus, that doesn't get split apart. Obviously, early on, that doesn't really matter, as doesn't tend to be that high a number at all. But you know, later on, it's kind of feels bad that doesn't get shared as well.
It's still kind of a weird one, though, right? Like, you don't really ever get to the point where it's like, I have plus 200 permanent damage. I'm sharing this to my team. So it's like, you know, sometimes you have like plus 30, and it's like, what does plus 15 really change in comparison? But whatever.
Yeah, I mean, as I say, OG obviously feeling the strength in it, because I think a lot of other people look at this game and say, all right, you want someone like farming an aura, right? Getting a pipe or a crimson against the Meepo could be very nice, but no one's going to be doing that on OG.
Yeah. Saksa unable to get the chains on him there. He's getting close.
For yours, for NIGMA, you know, they're already starting to come out. Kuro's got his mech, so already, as long as he's around, even if Saksa is able to make the jump onto the Meepos, Kuro's very likely between the mech and the Hand of God, able to offset a good amount of that damage and allow Weeha to turn and get himself back up to good health with the Ransack.
Yeah, these next few moments are going to be the big one for NIGMA. If they can get a successful team fight, they can really snowball out of control here. Let's see what they try to set up for here with this mech and with this E-Blade finished. Drum also finished on the Ember too, so they're definitely going to look to start getting pretty aggressive here in the next few moments.
Down bottom, they're hunting. Weehar's going to be able to find him with the net as he runs down No-Tail. Quick with the E-Blade. As the burst, another kill for Weehar, and again, same build as we saw him do the other day. The E-Blade into the then Silver Edge, so he can continue to just hunt and find these pickoffs aggressively. Now over towards the mid they go, NIGMA. Very confident at making plays with this Meepo, with Weehar farming the jungle while sticking with the team.
Look at this, Sumail. He's giving these creeps to Saksa. He's going to have the Blink Dagger finished up now, so they might actually be able to react pretty soon to this aggression coming up from NIGMA. I think it's exactly what they were waiting for to actually build a fight.
And we'll see if he can catch Weehar off guard. I think it's to say it's going to be hard, because even if he does land it, it's not going to be that much. It's sure if he gets a slam on 5, it will look pretty, but it's not going to take this Meepo from 100 to 0 when it's just a level 1 Echo Slam. And Weehar's going to be playing with that in mind. He's very unlikely to be caught with the Meepos on a target and allowing the opportunity for Saxon to get that sort of jump.
Unless it's inside of a Roche pit where you're almost guaranteed to land a pretty good one. And these Jet creeps are kind of in the area.
Okay, he may make it in time. This could work out. Saxon is able to time it perfectly. Outside of the pit, No-Tail jumps out. Saxon always got in. Echo Slam is only onto Miracle. The hammer god's out. There comes the boat. It's not the blink play that they needed. As Saxa doesn't manage to get the jump, he's dead alongside No-Tail. Sumail's going to fall as well this game. I think we can start to expect to see it go pretty roughly. They do get the Meepo. But Miracle, Kuro, and GH still alive. James, it's something for OG. Swap as well. Topson trying to get Kuro back in the reach of mid-one, but the X-Mark holds back mid-one. So, okay, it's something. They do kill the Meepo, and that will stop NIGMA from finishing off Roche. Topson going over towards Mind Control with the Magic Missile. They're still trying to fight here, OG, with just the 2 of them. But NIGMA, they've got the numbers. Can they kill Mind Control? Mind Control pops the wand. He's going to be fine. Miracle jumps back out to beside Topson getting low, but No-Tail, he's back in with the grip. OG. They're actually holding this around the pit. Sumail, he's got the Orchid done. They're going to get Miracle. All right, never mind. OG push them out of the pit. They're going to be able to step in themselves, and they may just take this Roche. Kunka's going to buy back. Will buy back as well on Miracle. They do not want to let OG get their hands on
this. They have to commit. They have to commit for it.
Someone's got to go in. OG's going to get it. Roshan's down. Aegis into the hands of Sumail. OG, they've won this fight. And now, NIGMA, they're going to try and fight this GH. He's already getting burst, though. They've lost the Keeper of the Light. The boat comes crashing down onto Topson, and Sumail will get them. Sumail's going to be back up for round 2 with that Aegis. Sumail cannot TP out of this. He tries. So, a little bit back and forth. OG, they're able to push NIGMA out of the pit. They get the Roche, the Aegis. NIGMA buy back, and NIGMA will proceed to win the overall engagement. But a little bit of fire there from OG for sure.
I mean, it forced 2 buybacks?
That's 2 buybacks.
Buybacks on 2 cores. You removed an Aegis from a Meepo 10 lineup. I mean, that's pretty big, and we got to see the power of Topson just standing and holding his ground around that Underlord. He's queued up the Butterfly now too, because that's kind of what we expected him to do. And these 2, Aghanims is now finished. Let's see what differences is it actually able to make in these next few moments. As their net worth is pretty good, and it's just really that Meepo who's catapulting forward.
All right, yeah, let's have a look at this. One thing I will be honest, I didn't realize as well with the Aghanims, it is quite a large buff to the duration that you keep the stacks for. So you are building up a very high amount of atrophy aura.
Oh, that's a good call, actually. You learn something new about these items.
I said, well, you never see this. You know, you never buy an Axe on Underlord, but it's up to 100 seconds. So you're used to seeing sort of the temporary damage that's built up within a minute, which is the normal standard duration of the max level atrophy aura. There's an extra 40 seconds where mid-one's going to be cleaning up creeps and building that aura up.
Yeah, there is a lot of creeps, and there's a lot of even the Chen creeps and everything being thrown inside fights. If mid-one survives with the Venge throughout the fight, they could get real strong. NIGMA, they're trying to press forward though. They actually find mid-one.
Oh, one. He's going to turn with the pit onto Miracle. Miracle remnanting away. They do try and focus the Underlord first, as Mid-One's going to say, I'm getting out of here. Hops, Dark Grip, will he get out in time? He won't. E-Blade to the face. Sack comes in with the Echo. It does catch the forward. The Fidget out as well. They've killed off Miracle. Sumail in with the silence onto one of Weeha's Meepo. Thompson swaps over. They're focusing down Weeha. Are they going to be able to get him? He's getting low. He's trying to get the Meepo out of there. Thompson, one more magic missile. Wave of Terror. Thompson, they get the kill. Weeha's able to bring down two of them with him. But again, it's OG coming out on top of these engagements. Mind Control left behind, blocked up by the Sprout. Thompson swaps back into range, into another magic missile. Mind Control, he's going to go as well. OG, they are making it work here. The Venge, these constant swaps just allowing him to be in perfect position to beat down on it whichever target they need to prioritize. And they're actually doing it here, OG.
Yep, that Saksa just annihilated Miracle. He just disappears before the fight even starts. They had to commit so much to actually kill Mid-One because he's pretty tanky with this. He also has this dragon skill that makes him even tankier on top of it. And they had to expend so much that, yeah, OG ends up getting a perfect setup there. Even though the Hand of God and the mech was used, they had the damage to dish right through it.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
That's pretty spectacular. I mean, now Thompson, he's level 18. He already had the Manta. We mentioned that butterfly that he wants to go for, but now Thompson, pretty deep position.
Yeah, I don't think he's not going to be able to swap himself out of this situation. NIGMA will punish Thompson for farming out and alone over by NIGMA's Ancients. Looking over to the mid. Middle. He's going to go for this. Needs him with the Remnant Chains. Mid-One, no Dark Crypt available for 25 seconds. Weeha's looking for the follow-up net. Won't find the initial connection, but I don't think it will matter as the rest of the Meepos are moved in. A defensive Nightmare's tried to be offered up by Notel, but it isn't going to save Mid-One as NIGMA. They're not done. Another chains onto Notel. They'll move over and chase down a third. Double kill for Weeha. NIGMA can push in, can start looking for some of these tier 2s down bottom with the illusion. Thompson's trying to keep at least the spawner wave shoved out against NIGMA.
Well, he can push this tower with the illusion. They're even got a glyph, force a reaction out from GH. He is X to come back into the fight if they do need him. But yeah, you see OG immediately. They have 3 heroes dead. They don't want nothing to do with that mid lane. Push top, push bottom. I mean, Thompson's continuing to farm even when he's dead.
That's the power of the core Venge. And as you say, we saw how much damage it was doing to the tower there before this butterfly is out. Once that is there, you know, with the extra stats and punch, this illusion is going to start doing a whole lot of work, even when Thompson's, you know, out cold.
He's going to be really strong when he does get this butterfly.
Yeah. I mean, already we're seeing them being able to focus down one of the Meepos and kill Weeha in the team fights.
They're chasing forward here too now. They actually find anybody though. Not quite able. But a smoke, they want to. They see GH for a second, but they want to go for a bigger target at the moment.
They can find Weeha has the Silver Edge complete.
They know that ward is there. They see it with the sentry. They're bypassing it. Trying to get some vision over here on the other side. Notel, he saw them for a moment.
Now I've got another question for you, Fogged. If Weeha breaks the Underlord, I would imagine it would remove the bonus entirely from the whole team, right, whilst he's broken. Like it should, but whether it does,
it should, but if it does, we don't know.
It's a passive.
Yeah, it should though. Yeah.
Well, here we go. Thompson,
the high ground.
He's stepping in. They've got the setup. There's the root, holding him into the boat.
Oh, this lead.
Will-O-Wisp, Weeha's trying to lead in. Thompson swaps out Notel to the side. The Will-O-Wisp continues to pull him in. Smell puts the BKB, focuses down. The Ignis Spartans will be able to take it out. Turns with the Sprout control onto Kuro. Into the Fiend Scream. They've got the control onto this Chen. Chen will go down. Mind Control is trying to come in from the side as well as Weeha, looking to take down the supports first. He's onto Notel. Chains on the side. Miracle holds back both Saxa and Mid-One. Mid-One throwing out the Firestorm. Weeha getting away. As Mid-One steps in, they'll be able to get the kill. As now, what more can they get? GH has been chased by Mid-One and Saxa. Over they go. They'll get another. Again, OG, they're winning these team fights.
And Saxa echo slammed the floor, by the way, during that fight, and they were still able to successfully do so. He got hit by a blinding light, I believe, in the back lines when he was trying to blink in an echo onto the Ember.
Dude, I'm looking. I think he's getting the bonus from each of the meepos, right? Look what he's got. He got 205 right now. What happened?
No.
No, wait, can't.
He would have way more damage than that.
Oh, okay.
I think. It shouldn't be giving all the meepos, so.
Oh, gee, they're getting more kills.
They're actually just chasing forward. Now Kuroki, too.
It stepped outside of the base.
That was the second time now, too. And Kuroki in the first fight, he's the majority of their sustain. And because of that Fiend's Grip, there was no Hand of God. There was no mech. They were able to just focus fire these targets. This strategy is starting to really work out for OG.
Yeah. And regardless of where he's getting the damage from it is a lot of damage. He's walking around with 240. That's plus 120 for everyone on the team.
Yeah, this Vengeance, this Nature's Prophet are hitting incredibly hard. And they're picking up bigger items to make themselves even do more damage. I believe Butterfly is finished. I think that's a full AC for Sumail, too, in a sec. Oh, no, sorry, it's just the Hyperstone. I was going to say full AC, oh my god.
I was going to say, if he had that done already.
But just the Hyperstone. But yeah, that's all they need is just some attack speed to benefit. And now they have a Vlad's as well. Oh, it's coming together.
It is. It really is. This whole strat, OG style. You know, Aghanim's first on the Underlord, and they're punching there. They're able to beat down the Meepo and the rest of NIGMA's team pretty easily in these 5v5s. Over they go. They have found themselves Kuro. Let's see if they can get more. Jump over on a Miracle. They have to grab with the Fiend's Grip. That's Miracle dead and gone for 50.
Oh my god, they're really starting to take over.
That is a 4K lead. And this is a lead that's growing at an incredible rate.
And look at them pushing. Look at the damage right now on this Underlord. Thompson's hitting for almost 400 damage.
No, they're all getting plus, like, basically plus 100 damage. Plus 100 damage the whole squad. Jump forward, Saxon. Oh, he's even poking here, trying to see if he can get a catch. They will turn on him with the X-Mark combo. Mind Control steps forward. Gonna try and have a fight here, but the Sprout's out. Silence as well. Mind Control, he's just dying. He's got to get saved. He would be forced out and will live for now. They do have the root control onto Saxon, giving them the vision. Oh, we are not. They are. He's being punched. We'll use the E-Blade to save himself. Everyone's still trying to step forward. Turns around with the pit. He's caught Meepo in it. Weehaw, he cannot run. He's trying to escape, but the silence is out, and Meepo will fall. As this game, they've done it.
They're doing it.
They are absolutely doing it. It's an 8K lead for OG.
Look at Thompson's damage.
Miracle's dead again. I mean, everyone's just got so much right click because of this Aghanim.
Plus 150 at the moment on it. And now Weehaw. That's game.
I mean, it is. It's GG. It's a series over. Mib won and his Aghanim's. Never before seen, honestly, as I've never ever seen an Underlord rush an Ags, but it was the perfect answer. It just gave them so much damage. There really was. There was no other item that he could have got that would have had that much impact, without a doubt. You saw in those last fights, he's getting plus 200 easily. On the trophy, I did see as well to confirm it definitely did only give one bonus from the Meepo, but it didn't matter because he's still getting so much. He's getting 200. Everybody on his team is getting plus 100 damage. FY, he's found himself No-Tail out on his own.
He's trapped him.
There's No-Tail. Is he going to get any sort of backup? No, there's 3 still dead on OG. It'll be a slow and painful death here for No-Tail as Zame comes in for the kill secure.
I love the way that Chalice popped his BKB super early in that fight. I just need to get my ulti off, and he cast it at a very safe range. He didn't wait for the last second of his BKB. He's not very greedy. I think that's a lot of the reason why they've been winning these team fights. Seb has been struggling, still about 1,000 gold away from his BKB.
Yeah, this Brewmaster is a display of perfection, really. It's the highest level in the game with his Bloodseekers.
And doing a ton of damage in the fight. One of the most damage in the game as an offlaner.
now has full Shiva, so even more ways. He's pretty much itemized entirely just to be like, Ana, I'm ruining your game. I've got Radiance, I've got Shivas. You're going to struggle so much in these fights as Phantom Lancer.
Eric's did his best to keep Ana alive, and but Ana wasn't able to do damage because he was ruptured. He wasn't that low on HP, but still can't run around.
Seb.
Oh, I'm his ninjas here.
Got to be
Watch
careful who
Jerax.
shows up top. Indeed, Jerax. He's going out on his own. He doesn't expect Arme to have this invis rune. As Arme will show himself. Jerax goes across, but Somnus is there.
Somnus is not messing without rupturing.
No mercy. They're feeling very confident now at this point, getting these very advantageous team fights as well as getting kills on the split push too. Thompson though, will find X-Nova.
Seb, and as well. Between the two of them, they'll take down the support edge. FY's going to come in though. He hasn't got anyone else with him at the moment. It is just FY, so just playing around with Seb.
He has no help around at all, and he's still just making Seb's life miserable.
He is toying with him. He's just making him not be able to come back. Look, they're already starting to rotate this Brewmaster and Bloodseeker too, and FY, he's ready to look for Seb.
Seb's got to get out.
Oh, Seb.
As indeed FY, the patience keeping that control on Seb by